You might remember a few weeks ago we talked about how to divide clump-forming alliums. Well, today I have another allium that I want to show you, and it is not a clump-forming allium, but it's a single bulb that we planted here. This particular one is known as Universe, and you can see how it maybe got its name. Now, these are fall bulbs that you plant, but then you get the spring flower on them that comes later in the season after you can see our tulips have finished blooming here. Now these bulbs, when you buy them, they're about 2 to 3 inches in diameter. So you're going to plant them a little bit deeper, about 5 to 6 inches down in the ground so that they're protected over those winter months. And they are then going to shoot up this foliage followed by a spike, a single stalk that will create this beautiful floral display. Now those bulbs can be somewhat pricey at about $5 to $6 per bulb, and so you might be a little concerned about rodents and things like that. So if you do buy these and want to protect your investment, you might think about putting that bulb maybe inside of a cage or something like that, some chicken wire, just to protect it from rodents. But it is deer resistant. They don't like it because it's in the allium family. The foliage has that onion fragrance to it still. Now you can see as it comes up, it's sort of anticipating like an amaryllis in the Christmas time when you're watching that flowering stalk come up as to when it's going to suddenly burst open and be on full display. And in fact, it is actually related to the amaryllis. It's in the family Amaryllidaceae. And so it is nice in that regard that you just get this beautiful display. So you can just have a few of them in the garden, or you can also, plant them in mass and create quite a display as well. We've just got 4 that we've planted in here individually in our quadrants of our potager garden. But this will, like I said, get quite large. It's about 8 inches in diameter, and they can get anywhere from 2 to 4 feet tall. So on the giganticums, you want to make sure that you're protecting it from windy areas. As we know, we can get some strong winds in Oklahoma. So if you notice that it is kind of leaning, you might want to be cautious and stake that. Now, if you're looking for something that's a little bit shorter, that's still going to give you this strong impact, you might try the Allium schubertii, which is also kind of known as Sputnik or the tumbleweed onion, because it's going to create an impressive sphere of a display like this also, but it actually will get anywhere from 10 to 12 inches in diameter, but stay a little bit shorter at just under 2 feet. Now, both of these alliums are going to produce a lot of foliage initially, and it starts to turn a little bit yellow. You can see how it's starting to yellow. So you might want to interplant them with daylilies or some other like foliage to kind of disguise as this foliage starts to decline. Now, I know this can be quite an impressive display, and you might think $5 to $7 for a bulb might be outside of your budget. So just plant one in a container. It can create quite a statement. However, I must say, once you've tried a few, you might be hooked. So next fall, when you're looking at bulb purchases, you might think about adding either Allium giganticum or Allium schubertii into your garden collection.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.